I visited this man who was agnostic, um, did not believe or not believe, and did not want anything to do with the subject of God. As a chaplain, I visited people and would sit with them, talk with them about what they wanted to talk about. As as this man got to trust me and to realize that I did not judge him, I did not talk about what he didn't want to talk about. One day he asked me, "So you believe there is God?" And I said, "Yes, I do believe there is God. I know there is God." And he said, "How can you be so sure? If there is God, why would he take away my mother when I was only 12 years old?" So on that day, I realized that he knew faith, and he went ahead to tell me about how his mother had cancer. He prayed and he begged God as a 12-year-old boy, and his mother died. And that's how he lost his faith. He suffered in his life, but he made it. But he could not understand. That scar from a 12-year-old was living in this man in his later years of life and affecting him. So we talked about that. We talked about the law of heaven and how death is not the end. He went ahead to confess to me that he was actually raised in church until the age of 12 after his mother died. Sad stories. But cut long story short, we talked about it and then we reconciled with his future. So what's gonna happen? Do you hope to see your mom again? And this man finally prayed and he asked me to pray with him. He received Jesus into his heart, became born again, and it was amazing to see the transition from being angry and distant to being at peace and just relaxing and waiting for death. This man asked me to do his funeral service, so I did. And guess what he asked me to do? During my service, I want you to tell everybody about Jesus. And so during his service, that's what I did. I did an evangelistic message because that was his wish for his message. So one of the things dealing with people with terminal illness, end of life, is to help people find peace. When somebody can reconcile their past with their future, it helps bring them peace. And the death is easier.